We spent the last month hunting through thrift shops, yard sales, and estate sales, looking for items that we could clean up with a touch of tartar. Wait until you see what $400 bought us. Most people see a pile of black, dirty metal. We see a $1,000 opportunity. We just finished a massive 3-state thrifting tour through Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. We visited over a dozen shops and sales across 3 states and spent a total of $404.
We're Steve and Tonya, and this is A Touch of Tartar. Our mission is to take these forgotten lots and restore them using nothing but basic chemistry and one secret pantry staple. We aren't stopping until this table hits a 4-figure valuation.
We're going to show you a breakdown of everything that we purchased, where the $404 came from, and what our goal is and how we're going to tally it. So stay around to the end so you can see the whole thing. We've broken everything into some categories for you. The first category that we're going to look at is what we're going to call our high-end silver and showpieces. Some of these were just really fun for us to find. So we're going to talk a little bit as we go. You'll hear the stories of what we were thinking when we saw it and what we found out since then. But the first piece I want to show you is the one that I thought was the most unusual. Hang on just a second while I get it for you. So before I tell you what this is, some of you may know what this is already. I had never seen one before, had never heard of one before. But this is, you can tell by looking at it that it's a teapot. The top, the hinge is good, the lid is good. You see the tarnish on it, you know that it has a silver plate on it. The actual design is for like a buffet and where you can pour your tea or your coffee out of it. So it's called a tilting teapot. But what was cool on this is, underneath, how about taking the top off for me there? Underneath, there's what's called a warming cup. And I wasn't sure, from what I had read, a lot of these are missing. And this particular one, it's in here, and I thought maybe it had been used because I saw the brown here. When I opened it, it's pristine inside. This has never been used. So it's going to be interesting to see what this ends up bringing in at the end. But stay tuned to see the video that we make on cleaning this one, because there's a lot of pieces, a lot of working parts, and we may use a couple different techniques to clean this one. I'm gonna let you tell the story of this one.
Well, we went to a sale, and the two pieces, the lid and the base, they were separate, and they were separately priced, and started looking at it, and like, it seems like these fit together. So, you know, we did a little research, and yeah, it turned out they do fit together, and so we got it as a set.
And when we picked this one up, and I remember feeling these and wondering, well, why is that on the bottom of something? It seems like a handle.
Yep.
And then it was like a light bulb went off for us that, hey, wait a minute, this fits. It's the same. It's the same pattern. So it was fun to figure that part out. And the people selling it had no idea.
Yep.
So this one was an interesting one, because we looked at this and we were trying to figure out, do they go together? Do they not go together?
It didn't seem like the lid fit because it was so much bigger than the base of it.
I don't know if you can see or not. It just kind of sits on top. But if you look at the shape of it, it's the same shape as the bottom part.
Yep.
So they do go together. You won't be able to see it until we get it cleaned up, but there's a stamp, and then there's Olmsted here. There was a hotel in, I believe, Ohio.
Cleveland, maybe? I don't remember.
That has closed, but this would have been used as part of their dining serviceware. So if you had dinner there, they may have brought your soup or stew out inside this. So that's why it would have had the hotel stamp on it.
So that's our first category, high-end silver and showpieces. 8 lots total, and we just showed you 3 of them. The rest are waiting for their own cleaning reveal. And we spent $152.50 on this group alone. That's more than a third of our entire budget right there. But these are also the pieces that made us pull over at the estate sale table. A tilting teapot with its original warming cup still inside, hotel silver with a story behind it, a Gorham casserole that was being sold as 2 separate pieces until we figured out they belonged together. These are the items I think have the best shot at wowing somebody, and we didn't even get to some of the other big items. We're putting $152.50 in. Let's see what we can get back out. Up next, a category that honestly surprised both of us.
So a funny story on the next set that we have. We're in a estate sale in
Georgia.
This was the Georgia one.
Yep.
That's right. And we're in the kitchen, and I'm looking for silver plate because I thought that's what we wanted to see. And Steve stops and says, "Hey, wait a minute. My parents have something like this."
Yeah.
And he was looking at something back in the corner against the wall, and I had never seen it before. It had this different finish to it. It doesn't look like silver plate, and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
so tell me what you found out.
Well, it's not silver plate, but it's some kind of alloy. But once it cleans up, it really pops. It's really bright, really obviously really silvery. But yeah, it's a company. I think they're based out of the Southwest. My parents got it when they lived in New Mexico. They still have a couple pieces, and yeah, it's just kind of mid-century modern kind of piece. Yeah. And some of these are newer, but that's kind of when they got it, and just kind of really stood out, and I couldn't believe we were seeing it there. So.
This first set is a pair of candlesticks, and we know that the number is 6184. And we'll do some more research before we do the video of it. We'll be able to tell you the artist and the year that it was made. We had 4 things that we picked up from Nambé, and these were what we saw first, because you found these later.
Yeah, once I showed interest in the trays, the lady that was doing the estate sale said, "Oh, by the way, I've got these candlesticks and some more other pieces in another room." So once I saw that, I figured, why not? We'll go and get those.
So Nambé has a lot of different types of dishes, and what you'll find on them is they're made to be artwork. So they're functional pieces, but they're modern day art as well.
This one's a little brighter already, so you can kind of see what it looks like.
This one was in the 2000s, so it was newer.
2000, but yeah. But I think, like I said, you can kind of see the comparison between two different eras or whatever. And this one, like I said, you can already see how it can clean up, and it's really, really bright, and it'll really pop once it's really been fully cleaned.
That's our Nambé collection. We only showed you 2 of the 7 lots, but each one will get its own dedicated video in the next few weeks. 7 lots, and we spent $102 on them. And I just want to flag something here. Nambé is not silver plate. It's an entirely different alloy, and it cleans up completely differently. We're going to do a full dedicated video on how to care for Nambé the right way, because if you use the wrong method, you can damage it. So stay tuned for that one. Right now, we're sitting at $254.50 of the $404 we spent, more than halfway through our budget, and we still have 2 more categories to show you. Let's talk trays now.
When I think of trays, I think of silver plate. I think of my mom's trays that we had for special occasions growing up. Your mom, when we would do the cookie tray at Christmas time with the doily on it. And so our parents' generation used silver plate trays a lot.
They probably even had sterling.
A lot of them would have.
At least our grandparents or whatever.
So for us, when we got married, we received crystal trays and glass trays. I don't think we had any silver plate trays.
I don't think so.
And so it changed a little bit. And what we're finding is the current generation, the younger kids that are coming out on their own now and looking for starting their home, they're looking for the vintage trays again. And so we thought that we would put some of these in, and they're also a good example of getting into the crevices and the grooves and trying to clean up, so we can show some different techniques for cleaning.
Yeah, I think we got some real good candidates for Touch of Tartar there.
Well, wait till you see these first 2. This first one, it weighs a ton. You got that one?
I got it. Yep.
So this one is, we don't know. This is a mystery one. We can't find a maker's mark anywhere on it. And if you're not sure what a maker's mark is, we're going to be putting a video together teaching you some of the maker's marks. But also, as we clean each thing, we'll show you how to find the maker's mark and to understand what that means. But this one, we can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it's very ornate, but if you look on the back side here, there's so much buildup around the edge. Some of the other trays that we've seen, the maker marks might be in this section. A lot of times it might be in the middle, but we can't find anything in the middle, so we're thinking somewhere around the edge here, under all this buildup, there's got to be something there.
So the fact that the tarnish on it is black is a good sign. That means that it it should be silver plating all over, but we're assuming that on the inside that there is some brassing going on where this might be the under metal showing
well, you
through.
can see right here on this, there's
Yeah.
a little bit
So
already.
when we clean this, we'll have to be careful of that so we don't strip any more of the silver plate off. But
Yeah,
we should be able to polish
here
this up
and
really
there.
well.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to literally uncovering this one and
Yeah.
seeing what it is. So that's the first one, and the next most interesting one to me is the smaller one. And I'm not going to tell you what this one is. This is another one that I want to challenge you with to see if you can figure out what it is, when it was made, and what it is. So we do have a maker's mark on this one. We'll tell you more in the cleaning video, but you can see the heavy tarnish on both sides of it, inside and out. It will clean up nicely. We're looking forward to showing you the shine at the end of it all. But notice that there's some little holes here on the sides. They're kind of like a slit.
It's kind of interesting. You don't see that on a lot of other trays.
No, and it has a little bit of a lip, but not a lot.
Yep.
So I'm going to let you try to guess what it is. Leave in the comments what your guess is, and just put the small rectangular tray is, and tell us what you think it is. I want to see how many of you guess, and if anyone guesses right, I'll give you a shout out whenever I make the video cleaning this one, because it's an interesting story that I've already uncovered, and I'm trying to get some more information before I make that video for you. So this is a Benedict tray, and it's actually not just Benedict. It has Prince and Regent may be the pattern, because it's Prince and Regent by Benedict, and it's style number 4035. What I liked on this one was you have this rose colored background, and I think that's the brassing from the brass under metal that's coming through. But what I liked on this one is, even though it's showing it, it's coming through pretty evenly. So it looks like it's part of the design, and it may have been meant that way, but we will be careful as we're cleaning it, because I don't want to take any more silver plate off of it, because it has just a nice glow to it by having that.
9 lots in trays and platters. A few didn't make it on camera today, and when you see the individual cleaning videos for those, you're going to love the before and after. 9 lots, and we only spent $61 on all of them. These might honestly be some of the best value picks in the whole haul. And if you haven't dropped your guess in the comments yet about what that little rectangular tray is for, go do that now. I'll give you a shout out in the cleaning video when we reveal it. Our running total, $315.50 spent. One more category to go, and this one is a little different from everything else on the table.
We have a few different types of things in this category. So we're going to have some tarnish still. We aren't finished with the silver, just because the silver is so much fun. I just want to see all these little things changing from all the grime and the gnarly stuff to the shine and all that. So I'm looking forward to all that. But we have some other items too that are not silver. So let's and it's not the Nambé, it's other things like that. So let's get back to that. These are not big pieces for the most part, but the first couple of things are. When I first started researching cream of tartar and how it can be used as a cleaning agent, I actually stumbled on it by mistake. I have a cooking channel, and I was doing a video showing how to get hard water stains off of our silverware, just our stainless silverware. And cooking with cream of tartar, I realized it was an acid, and that it would break up things. So I just tried it out of curiosity, and it completely cleaned the hard water stains off of our stainless. So in looking for things that we can clean for this channel, I wanted to show you some practical things that you might have in your kitchen. And a lot of people have CorningWare. You may have ceramic pieces that get either knife marks, the gray silverware marks inside, or like this one, it may have just some baked on food from using it as a casserole, and it doesn't come clean very easily. So I'm going to show you how to clean this one using the cream of tartar recipes. And so that's what I was looking for. But when I went to the estate sale and saw this one, we were talking about the price, trying to get it to a range that I could put it in and justify the cost, because Steve wasn't with me on this one and I didn't want to overspend. And so the lady pointed out this frying pan that is in the same CorningWare. And this one it's a nice frying pan.
Yeah.
So it has a lid. So it's a little dirty. We'll be cleaning it up. But this set we got for a steal.
Yeah.
So
well, you can see in here too, this baked on food or whatever. And then if you look at the bottom, There's some baked ones.
It's been
but
used a little
hopefully
bit, yeah.
So it's still in really good shape. And
This one, from what I can tell, this is, I think, the S series, and which means it was probably made in the 1980s.
yes, it's super popular right now. It was, I think both our parents had that when we were growing up. But yeah, it's interesting to see that it's come back and it's popular again.
Yeah, you may remember a parent or a grandparent having this, and I'm sure you've seen it somewhere along the way. So this is not silver plate, but it is another way to use the cream of tartar. So the next one that we have is a hammered bread bowl. We think it could be a fruit bowl as well, but I think this was originally used as a bread bowl. It has a texture on it that's hammered, has a nice design on the outside, but it's very heavy, and it's very similar to the other two pieces. I don't know if you can see them or not. When we talked about the trays, that small one that I challenged you to figure out what it might be for, and the bigger one that we couldn't identify. It has a similar feel to it, and it was from the same house. So it could be that this gives us a clue to that other piece of what it was. And these are children's cups. They're silver plate. If you are at an estate sale or looking online and you see sterling, you're going to pay the weight in a cup like this. But silver plate doesn't go that way. They're going to be less than a sterling would, but they're also going to be stronger, so they're not going to dent as easily as sterling would.
If it's sterling and the kid has been hit
Yes,
on you'll see the
there.
dents in the corners and around the edges here.
And these, both of them, are in great shape.
Yep.
The difference in them, they're two different brands. This one is this is Rogers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This one has like a spoon handle type handle on it, and that one is unmarked, and this one is taller.
Yeah.
They're about the same diameter, so they definitely are not by the same pattern by any means, and definite tarnish on them. But other than that, they're in great shape.
They are in great shape.
And there's no engraving on this. So as a thrifter, if you're buying to resell or to gift, it's nice when there's no engraving, because then you don't have Johnny's name on something that you're giving to Sierra. So you have it there. Sometimes you might like the scroll work if they've engraved it with something fancy and not a name or just a letter.
Yeah.
But I was happy to find those.
And that's category 4, kitchen, dining, and smalls. 14 lots total in this group. The highlights you saw today are just the beginning. 14 lots, $88.50. This is the category that shows you cream of tartar isn't just for silver. CorningWare, a hammered bread bowl, children's silver cups, a ladle. These are everyday pieces that just need a little love. And with that, we have officially gone through all 38 lots. Every single thing on this table. Grand total, $404. Now let me show you the full breakdown on the board, because this is where the challenge officially starts.
That is everything that we bought in this haul. Only looking at these items, we're going to be tracking now over the next, all the videos that we're making and cleaning these, we're going to be giving you updates on what have we sold and how far do we have to go. And we're calling this the $1,000 challenge. So our total buy-in on this one across 38 different lots. So you got the pairs of candlesticks, the gravy boat and the tray underneath it, things like that. But 38 separate, either individual items or pairs of items. We have spent $404 even. And our goal is to turn that into $1,000 in sales. So we'll still have to add on our processing fees and our taxes and things like that. But looking at just the base cost of buying this, the $404, and selling it for $1,000, we're going to see, can we do it, and how long is it going to take us to get there?
Right. So yeah, we're looking hopefully to turn this into $1,000. We got the cream of tartar. We got the toothbrushes. We got a lot of scrubbing to do here. So if you want to see if we can actually pull this off, or if we've just gotten into an expensive hobby, hit that subscribe button.
The first cleaning video drops later this week, and you're not going to believe the before and after of that one. Which item are you looking forward to seeing us clean? Drop it in the comments, and we'll see you there.